walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UCONN Huskies. The Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Connecticut's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Under fire. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's St. Clair. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
They're going to run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Turning it on! And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Huskies in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Fareed. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Trying to run, it's Bryant. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's got him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Made a defender miss. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. UCONN comes to the line with a first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bryant. Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Harper. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Give to Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down.
Breaks into the open. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range to get the completion now.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Miami.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Miami 17, UCONN 14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. UConn quick to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The gun, the running back looking for room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. They'll go right back to the run. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To throw, it's St. Clair. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he puts through the extra point.
UConn 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hand, it's Coleman. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Huskies want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Quick tempo here for the offense. They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, UConn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford.
Number 16, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Brown has it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's reeled in. It's Carr. Got room at the 35. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Canes are rolling down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Canes will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn going back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires deep on the run. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 21 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gives it on the option. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This UConn offense really has it going. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, UConn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Finds his man, it's Carr. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still
intercepted for the 11th time. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. UCONN quick to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Husky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Canes have a lot of options on second and inches. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UConn offense goes back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate them.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. With the catch, it's Carr. At the 35, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit problem, you need some mojo, something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's
turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. UConn quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got the quick pass. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on third and short. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. And off to Jones. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. It's complete! Touchdown, Huskies! Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now on second down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Canes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He breaks the tackle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them. Out
of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
UCONN.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
We already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Running to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's a heat. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here's a throw downfield late. Finds a seam. The 10. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task.
We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. The Mountaineers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon.
Breaks into the open. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They give it to him again. Pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Great job by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So West Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep, Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. It's Lacy. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Short hands, it's Jones. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
With the catch, it's Newton. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught in the backfield. It's Hubbard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Lacy. Catch in the middle. It's Newton. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the back. Fights off the defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially.
There he goes. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just now.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on second down. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. And to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sparks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. To the air, it's Lacey. Makes the catch, it's Newton. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's small. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Wants to fire on second down. Knocked off his feet.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air, it's Lacey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's caught. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him.
Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Hubbard. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
So nice to have the run game. So nice to trust in it. So nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Connection to the right. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And it's no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. That's caught. It's Newton. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Sparks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important.
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Newton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hubbard. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To pass. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Newton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job, the wide receiver.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Caught behind the line. It's Shelton. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking for space. It's Palmer. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Palmer. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Palmer. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Horned Frogs line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it.
Breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Newton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for room, it's Sparks. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Lacey. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Small. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. grabbed in the backfield. It's Baker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. What a terrible, terrible shame. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using the quick game. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side. And a touchdown, West Virginia. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th-quarter lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Baker. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Michigan. We will circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Snagged out of the air. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
That's reeled in. It's Shelton. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. From the gun, looking for a man. That's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Mountaineers just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Lacey. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. We're still...